My name is Rachel Cary. I'm a senior at SUNY Oswego, and I am a biology major and a philosophy minor. My research, the idea began because I took a class with Dr. O'Lory, who's the herpetology professor, which is reptiles and amphibians, and I've had an interest in reptiles and amphibians my whole life. So she expressed to me her interest to start an amphibian monitoring program at Rice Creek Field Station. So Dr. O'Lory and Dr. Winstam, who is a fungus researcher on campus, all of them wanted to look at whether or not there were diseases here at Rice Creek. And they didn't really have anybody to look at ranavirus itself, which is one of the two diseases that we wanted to look at. So I volunteered to do that for my honors thesis project. I've since found that I'm very interested in viruses, so it was a really good fit for the project. And what we do is we go out and we catch amphibians at different times of day, different times of the year. We get tissue samples, we swab them to see if there's fungus present, we take tissue samples to see if there's viral DNA present in the amphibians. Well, initially when we were looking at those two diseases, we assumed that chytrid would probably be prevalent because we found it in bordering states and other locations in Canada nearby. But we found that I thought was interesting is that ranavirus is actually more of a problem locally in Oswego County and at Rice Creek specifically. We have about a 20 to 25% prevalence of ranavirus at Rice Creek, which is unfortunate over the 2 years that we've been monitoring it. And that's much higher, I believe, than we've found with chytrid. So that was kind of interesting to me, just seeing that we have more of what I'm studying, and it seemed to be more of a problem than we thought it would be. I think it's important for the public to get an idea of what diseases are affecting local populations of any kind of animal. It affects the ecology of how all these different organisms interact with each other in your backyard. I mean, it could be one day that the frogs and salamanders are no longer there. There would be a much higher population of biting insects, mosquitoes, and everything. That would be really annoying. And there would also be no frogs calling in the spring. To me, that would be really depressing. I think that would be really sad. But just, kind of be interested in what kind of things are happening in your own backyard. I think it's important to educate people on what's actually going on that we know about.